The Pas de Chavanette, also known as the Mur Suisse or Swiss Wall, is a particularly steep and difficult piste in the Portes du Soleil ski area on the border between France and Switzerland. It can be reached from the French resort of Avoriaz and from the Swiss towns of Les Crozets and Champry. Effectively, one starts the run standing on the Swiss-French border, plunging down the Swiss side of the mountain towards Les Crozets. The slope is classified in the Swiss-French difficulty rating as orange, which means that it is rated as too difficult to fit in the standard classification of green very easy, blue easy, red intermediate, and black difficult. It has a length of 1 kilometer and a vertical drop of 331 meters, starting at 151 meters above sea level. The slope has moguls throughout. It starts in a narrow pass on the mountaintop with an inclination of 40 degrees. In winters with heavy snowfall, the moguls at the top can grow to enormous dimensions, the size of a small car, because of the heavy turns people take to compensate for the inclination and narrow slope. After the initial 50 meters, the slope widens to the left, allowing skiers and boarders to traverse to a less steep area and make their descent by curving around the more steep and dangerous path directly down the slope. The direct path goes into a pass between two rocky areas on the right-hand side of the slope, about halfway down, which at its narrowest is about 10 meters wide. This gives a skier or boarder an impression of being in a very steep half-pipe with moguls. After this passage, the slope eases out with fewer moguls and narrows as the easier left, and path merges with the direct path. The last 200 meters are a flat run directly towards the chair, lift back up the mountain, or the easier runs towards Les Crozets and Champry. The initial 50 meters have to be skied or boarded by everyone taking the Pas de Chavanette. Especially without fresh snow, the slope gets icy quickly, turning the area between moguls into ice sheet. Not making a turn in these situations means that you miss the next mogul and pick up too much speed to make the next one after that, starting off a tumble that ends a couple hundred meters down the slope while hitting a few dozen icy bumps in the court. After this initial stretch, the choice can be made up until the rocky passage in the direct path to escape to the less steep left-hand side of the slope where a stumble is less dangerous. The direct path down the Pas de Chavanette to the right-hand side and down the rocky passage should only be taken by very experienced skiers and riders who know how to handle moguls, as it is effectively a continuation of the first 50 meters. As the slope eases out, it is easier to negotiate the moguls and make a single run down to the end, although the inclination and bumps still call for significant dexterity and physical strength. Wearing protective gear like a helmet and a back protector is highly recommended. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. If you have a topic you would like to suggest, leave a comment.